Hey there everybody, this is PotterBrony, and I'm back from Florida, and what a thing to come back from vacation to. Welcome to another blind reaction of Death Battle. This time we have Raven from Teen Titans versus Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony. So we're going to have Best Titan versus Best Pony, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Now, to be fair, I'm going to need the refresher that they're going to have in store for Raven, because it's been a while since I watched Teen Titans, and I watched the new movies that had the Titans in it, like Justice League versus the Teen Titans, and she's pretty damn powerful in those. So based on what I sort of remember about her and these new movies, when this battle was first announced, aside from the shock that I felt, and the surprise, and just like, oh, this is going to be pretty freaking cool, I was like 95% sure that Raven's going to win this one. And I'm still pretty sure that Raven's going to take this one, based on everything that I know about the characters, but I guess we'll see what I think after the analysis portion of the characters. I'm not going to need much help with Twilight except for the comic version, because I forgot to take into account that they take that into account, which makes me a bit more hopeful. So, unfortunately, it also makes, they take Raven's comic feats into account as well, so fair's fair, have to be fair. I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, the link is in the description below. Be sure to support them over at Screw Attack for all the wonderful work that they do. And let's just get it started. So, yeah. Going in right now, based on the fact that, yeah, they take the comics into account, I saw that there's stuff in the comics about Twilight that I don't know. I don't read a lot of the comics of MLP. Maybe I should get onto that. But, yeah, there's stuff that Twilight does in the comics that she doesn't do in the show. So, like the Accelero spell, apparently, if you watched the Twilight Sparkles into Death Battle thing last week. So, let's just get it started. I have my coffee, it's early, and I just want to watch this now. Alright. And, starting the death battle in 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah.
Emotions can be powerful things.
We're really gonna talk about feelings and crying and stuff.
And ponies.
Yes,
don't forget about
and
ponies.
how they fuel some pretty powerful magic.
Sounds good. Like with Raven, the half-demon sorceress from the Teen Titans.
And Twilight Sparkle, the magical prodigy from My Little Pony.
Yep, really doing this again. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. A strong emotion can drastically change a person. Fear can trigger instincts necessary for survival. Anger can increase adrenaline for incredible feats of strength.
And for this edgy-looking chick in a wicked cloak, that's kind of her thing. This is Raven.
From the day Raven was born in her home dimension of Azarath, she wasn't the most popular girl around.
Yeah, it's not exactly a good sign when right as you're born the sky turns black and the whole world suddenly smells like farts.
See, Raven is the daughter of a human mother and a fearsome demon.
Who is literally made up of hatred. Not even kidding.
Because of her heritage, Raven's own mental state holds the key to a fearsome inner power. She is an empath, a mage who can sense, create, and manipulate emotions.
So her powers are all about feelings and stuff? That's pretty lame.
Tell that to her when she scrambles your brain, or forces you to feel so greedy you steal from your boss.
Oh, you don't need to convince me to do that.
Wait, what?
Nothing. I said nothing.
That's pretty intense. But hey, she's got a lot more deadliness packed away under that cool cloak.
When she was 18 years old, Raven met her father for the first time. And it, didn't go very well.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Dad shot her mom with a grandma laser. That pissed off Raven so much, she finally let loose.
This shadowy figure is her soul self, an extension of her spirit and manifestation of the powers inherited from Triga. Raven often wields it as her primary means of offense and defense, though it can function on its own.
I wish I had a pet bird that could do what the soul self can. This beauty lets Raven fly, use its eyes and ears, or just punch people like a big old battering bird.
It can drain the energy and powers of others and also serves as a sort of pocket dimension, which Raven can trap a limited number of foes and objects within.
Talk about convenient, but she can do way more. She can levitate, teleport, heal others, cast energy shields, phase through walls, and blast people with mystical energy beams. Pachoo, pachoo.
But there is one drawback. To wield her power, Raven must embrace emotion, and too much emotion risks opening her mind to Trigun's corruption.
When she gives in to her darker side, her entire personality changes.
What's the matter? Afraid of the dark? I surrender!
Under a new persona appropriately named Dark Raven.
Dark Raven is stronger, tougher, and freakier than your everyday Raven. She can shoot lasers
Also
from
known
her
as
eyes,
Evil Raven and
disintegrate
Blood
stuff
Evil
with her
Raven.
hand
Yeah, that's
and shapeshift.
that's creative.
And her soul self is so powerful, it can wipe most people off the face of the earth in an instant.
However, Dark Raven's
Well, damn.
incredible capabilities are a double-edged sword. By tapping into her father's demonic powers, she risks transporting Trigun himself to the living realm, kickstarting devastation across
So
the
she's
universe.
gonna want to avoid
Kickstarting.
doing
Wonder
that.
what the tier rewards are like
But
for
they're
that.
gonna have her
Pledge
do it
20
anyway.
bucks and get an autograph from Satan.
Thankfully, she has been able to free herself from Trigun's control, granting her unlimited access to her own magical abilities.
Sometimes she even
Oh,
wears white
with no
to
drawback.
celebrate the occasion. Or is that just for her wedding with Beast Boy? Oh wait, that never happened. These comic books reboot way too often for any relationships to actually have lasting consequences. Silly me.
Last but not least,
Yep.
there's Raven's golden form, a spiritual body free from Trigun's influence, which manifested after she turned evil and had to be killed by her friends, the Teen Titans.
Oh, that's messed up.
It happens a lot, actually. Anyway, Raven's accomplished plenty of incredible feats.
She's bent steel girders with her magic, toughed out getting thrown butt first into a brick wall so hard it broke, the wall, not her butt, and even helped Terra, a fellow Titan, raise the Teen Titans headquarters and the island it's on.
Terra alone was barely able to stop the island's descent, and together they pushed it back up to its rightful place. This means Raven lifted more than half of the island's weight. The Titan's Tower Island is similar in location and size to Alcatraz, which has a width of 559 yards. Assuming the most likely granite composition and accounting for a 30% hollow interior, Raven's energy output would need to be about 14 million megawatt hours. That's enough energy to power all of New York City for over 3 years.
Raven's soul self can survive 30,000 feet below the
Yeah.
surface of the ocean with no problem.
That's almost 14,700 pounds per square inch, 42 times
So
the
far
PSI
looking like
needed for
Raven.
most bones.
And it's tough enough to survive laser blasts from aliens that hurt Donna Troy, who can survive moon-busting attacks.
The villain Sparta's lasers could
I would
disintegrate
say
people in an instant.
Twilight
which
can
requires
move
nearly
the
3
sun and
billion
moon,
joules
but
of
that's
energy.
without,
And Raven's soul self powered through several of these blasts and held
no.
together.
The soul self is also
Never
stupidly
shown without,
fast. It once flew from New York City to Blue Valley, Nebraska, and back in less than
using
5
the power
minutes.
of the other
distance
three
between those cities
as well.
is 1,166
Of the other
miles
three
as the crow,
Alicorns.
or Raven, flies. To make this trip in time, Raven's soul self must have flown more than 36 times the speed of sound.
Not impressed? Well, when she was golden Ghosty
Well, shit,
Raven,
that's even
she
faster
flew
than,
between the Earth and Moon
Rainbow
like
Dash.
It was nothing.
And
So,
Twilight is
plenty of
definitely not
impressive
that,
feats, but unfortunately,
not that fast.
Raven's powers have daunting and often
I wonder
costly
how
limits.
fast the accelerometer
When the
makes
soul
her
self
go,
takes
but-
damage, Raven feels the pain herself.
She's kind of like a glass cannon, and overtaxes her own abilities pretty frequently.
But don't disregard this as only mere physical ineptitude. When Raven utilizes emotions in combat, she tackles that emotion head on. The more negative the emotion, the more pain she feels.
And don't forget, she's also struggling not to feel so Satan doesn't show up. With all that going on at once, it's no wonder she passes out sometimes.
But with the help of her friends and her adoptive Azarathian family, Raven eventually overcame Trigun's iron grip and defeated him.
Yeah, you'd think a guy like Trigun would think twice before messing with someone as powerful as Raven.
Even though he's supposed to be pretty damn powerful himself.
They're not demons. Let me show you one. Azarath, Metrion, Symptoms.
Alright.
High
Here we
above
go.
the peaceful Ponyville.
Let's
the
see what
city
they
can't
learned
allow
about
wrestling
Twilight.
on the mountaintops. There, a young filly had dreams as big as Canterlot Castle itself.
Yeah, now I'm like
Her name
75% sure
Twilight
Raven's
Sparkle.
gonna win.
Here we
So,
go
not
again.
getting my hopes up.
I mean, we've seen a pony that breaks the sound barrier and one that breaks physics. So, what crazy powerful thing can this one do, Wiz?
Hold your horses, Boomstick. We're married
Oh.
out the gate.
Ugh,
You
rein
and
it
your
in,
friggin'
Wiz.
puns.
Your lame puns are musting with my script.
Little Twilight wanted to learn magic at Princess Celestia's
That was
School
painful.
for Gifted
That was painful,
Unicorns.
guys.
After a very, eventful entrance exam, she didn't just get accepted into the school, she became Celestia's
Likes
protege.
flashcards way too
Which
much.
is kind
Scared
of
of
a big
his
deal,
idiot.
since
Yep.
Celestia is pretty much pony god of the sun.
Not only that, Twilight also earned her cutie mark.
Oh, I remember those. It's that magical tramp stamp a pony gets when they grow up.
Close enough?
Yeah.
Twililight's cutie mark symbolized her life's calling, specifically her destiny in mastering the art of magic.
This peppy purple pony wasted no time and hit the books to practice hard. By the time she was an adult, she'd read her entire collection of 20,000 books. What a nerd.
Boomstick, have you ever read a book before?
Do gun manuals count?
Sure, why not?
Oh, there we go.
Twilight learned all sorts of powerful and useful magic. She knows so many spells it would take well over an hour to describe them all. Her memory is so crystal clear, she can recall a complex spell after a mere glance.
But here's some highlights. She can move stuff with her mind, shoot concussive energy blasts, raise magic shields, and rapid-fire teleport.
She can manipulate gravity, ignite things on fire, freeze others in place, walk on clouds, and even mastered the transfiguration spell. As a
Well, now she doesn't need a
turned her own
spell to
parents
walk on
into
clouds.
plants.
Talk about weird.
She's even transformed a single apple into a nest of bird eggs, which, hatched somehow.
She just create life?
Yeah. But Twilight's magic doesn't just stem from her vast knowledge of spells and history. In the world of My Little Pony, magic is drawn from and controlled by a unicorn's emotions.
Oh, here comes the touchy-feely stuff.
The stronger a unicorn feels about something or someone, the stronger their magic becomes.
Well, I've always found magic is tied to my emotions. Whatever I'm feeling fuels whatever I'm doing. And the stronger I'm feeling, the stronger the magic.
Across Equestria, Twilight Sparkle is one of the few ponies to master the most powerful magic of all. The magic of friendship.
Okay, Wiz, I know a metaphor when I see it. Isn't a night out with the girls so magical?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. In truth, friendship is the only weapon powerful enough to defeat Equestria's most dangerous enemies.
What? They weaponized friendship?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, Wiz, you're my best buddy. You're friends forever. Come here, give me a hug. Where are the friendship lasers?
Get off me.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
Mamma
was
mia.
cringy as hell.
I slipped.
Twilight's friendship magic is at its most powerful when focused through the elements of harmony. When used together, these ancient artifacts are a near unstoppable force, even capable of overpowering the villain Tyrek after he stole Twilight's powers, along with the rest of Equestria's. Twilight's crown with her personal element contains a powerful magic in its own right, enough to literally change the fabric of reality in another dimension with its mere presence.
And of course, we gotta talk about those wings of hers. She
Yeah,
was born
they're gonna
a
get
unicorn,
into it.
But after
All right.
completing an ancient
They haven't
spell
talked about this yet.
What else? Friendship, she transformed into an alicorn. A mix between a unicorn and a pegasus, and a chance to sell just a whole ton more merchandise.
It's a good
True.
thing, too. Alicorn magic is leagues more powerful than a plain unicorn's, and Twilight needed the extra boost to defend Equestria as its newest princess.
Like when she fought that Tyrek guy.
After Tyrek absorbed the magic from Equestria's entire population, Twilight was forced
Including
to confront him
Discord, a
herself
chaos
while wielding
god.
the power of 4 alicorns.
Where did it become Dragon Ball Z with baby girl horse toy? Anyway,
Yeah.
check out how Tyrek rocketed Twilight straight into this mountain, and she was totally fine thanks to her magic shield.
By comparing Twilight's apparent size just before impact to her actual size of approximately 4 feet tall, we can estimate the distance she was thrown to be about 145 feet. Tyrek then closed this distance at 64.5 miles per hour. Combined with his estimated weight of over 31,000 pounds, Twilight's shield had to stand up to over 8 million newtons of force.
You know what? Forget it. I'm on board with this pony stuff.
Twilight is tough enough to survive bombardment by anvils and pianos, fast enough to fly over 300 miles per hour without using any spells, and even strong enough to lift and carry a rock weighing 4.5 tons.
Her telekinesis is strong enough to lift a 340-ton bear and even uproot this giant flower tree thing. And with the other Alicorn's magic, she can move the sun and the moon.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, friendship power's way better than expected.
But I'm not sure if that's going to
Twilight
count.
has one glaring weakness, it's her unwavering neurosis.
Oh, you mean how she's obsessed over staying organized, and if one small thing goes wrong, she totally loses it?
Yes,
Yeah.
she has a, well, difficult time dealing with unexpected stress. More often than not, she even makes bad situations worse before starting to fix them.
But hey, when push comes to shove, Twilight Sparkle pulls her weight and more.
You have no magic!
You're wrong, Tirek. I may have given you my Alicorn magic, but I carry within me the most powerful magic of all. The magic of friendship.
So are they going to have her use the other 3 Alicorn's magic? Because if so, then...
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once
I'm
and
not
for
sure
all.
if that should
But
count.
first, prepare your loins.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to have to call BS if they do that and Twilight wins. Alright, those 2 things should not exist together.
Let's give it a try.
Saw
I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. That's right, she likes unicorns, doesn't she? Yeah, if there's one thing to do to piss her off, it's mess with her books or friends.
Oh no, not again!
Yeah, but you still got your castle.
Is that all you can do?
Please work.
I want it. It's mine. All mine.
Aha! Now I've got you right where I want you.
Can't Raven break through stuff like that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh no, now she's just getting angrier. So that backfired on you, didn't it, Twilight? Ah, shit.
Sorry to soil your fun.
Well, that was odd.
Yeah.
Princess Celestia, today I learned that the only thing more powerful than friendship is a giant bird spirit colliding into me at Mark 36.
This was a tricky one. Both Raven and Twilight possess numerous spells and techniques that could end the
Yeah, that's
other
about what I
quickly
thought.
and easily.
Since they were pretty even in how many ways they could finish each other off, this fight really came down to strength, durability, and performance.
First of all, it's pretty obvious Raven's telekinesis has been shown to be much stronger than Twilight's.
But Wiz, what about when Twilight moved the sun and moon?
That's
Yeah.
when she had the magic of Princess Celestia and Luna, and it's well established that only
Cadence.
their specific type of magic can move those celestial bodies.
So,
Although I have something to talk
wants
about
to
there.
move the sun and the moon.
Well, I do it myself, except
It's not
I
just
don't
them that
know
can
magic.
do it, but it
With
would
her own magic, Twilight
tax
has
her
never
way
shown
too
anything
much to
close to the
be
kind of force Raven used to lift the Teen Titans
doable.
Tower.
Raven had the durability advantage too. Remember how Twilight's shield held up against a hit a little over
This is something
8
that I
million
do know
meters?
from the comics. We'll
Well,
talk about that afterwards.
Raven's
But yeah, I
soul
can
self is
accept
tougher
this.
Than Donna Troy, who can shrug off a blast worth 296 tillion newtons. That's 16 more zeros, in case you're wondering.
And don't forget, Twilight had the power of 4 alicorns at that time. The shield wouldn't have saved her from Raven's soul self anyway.
Not only could it absorb Twilight's powers and emotions, and not only was it capable of operating while Raven was unconscious, but it also made a mean dive bomber.
Raven's soul self could fly at speeds exceeding Mach 36. Since it's often been used as a battering ram to hit enemies, we know it has mass, but not exactly how much. However, given its size, strength, and durability,
but even a small amount of mass hitting at that force, at that speed,
let's just lowball it and say
then,
they're equal, alright?
Sure. Adding Raven's mass to the Mach 36 calculation, the Soul Self's ramming force at top speed comes to 15 million newtons of force, far greater than what Twilight's shield has sustained.
Ain't no pony walking away from that. Plus, Twilight's positive attitude meant Raven didn't have to even worry about pain when using her emotions against her.
While they may have matched each other in spells and skill, Raven's more powerful traits and exceptional soul self earned her a hard-fought victory.
Yep, Raven really ponied up for this one.
The winner is Raven.
Alright.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you
Understood,
want some commentary
but
in this episode, just click that.
Little disappointed, but you know what? I get it.
If you want the battle music for yourself, you can click the link
Totally
in the
agree.
description below and get it off iTunes.
And I wasn't all too surprised. Alright, what's next? What is it? Dio? Kanshiro versus... I don't know either of those characters. Well, I know one of them is from Fist of the North Star. And one's from JoJo's, whatever it is. I don't watch those, so whatever. Should be interesting, though. There'll be 2 characters I know next to nothing about. Something to learn. Alright, so, to talk about this one. Specifically what I had stated about Twilight being able to move the sun or moon on her own without the power of 4 alicorns combined, which is enough to trump the power of every magical creature in the world plus a chaos god, all in one body. Yeah, and even that wouldn't have stood up to Raven's soul self. So I agree with her with what they were saying. I may be a little disappointed, but I totally get it. Based on the small amount that I knew of Raven, I wasn't expecting Twilight to win this one, so there it is. But yeah, about Twilight being able to move the sun or moon on her own, I have a feeling that she would be able to, but it would drain so much of her power that it wouldn't be good to use that. It wouldn't be good to use that much magic to, if it pretty much kills you in the end. Only Celestia and Luna, yeah, so far have been shown to be able to do it consistently. But prior to them, ponies have been doing it for years and years before those 2 showed up. But this is based on the comics, mind you, but it drained and weakened them, and I think even aged them until they were nothing but pretty much shells of what they used to be. Even Star Swirl, who it has been stated Twilight is almost as powerful as, was able to move the sun and moon, but had to pass it on to his students who just had more durability, more stamina to be able to do it consistently for thousands of years. So yeah, I think Twilight would be able to, but that's just conjecture because they've also never actually shown her doing it. And since it's not technically canon, they can't use that in the battle. So that's just my theory on it as to how, yeah, she'd probably be able to on her own. Based on what I know of the comics, like I said, I've read a little bit of them. I have to maybe continue reading it. It's like it was a while since I've read any of the MLB comics. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but Raven won this one fair and square. It was good to see Twilight in the death battle. Like I said, I wish she would have won, but what are you gonna do? I still am a fan of Raven, so as much as I can be, knowing that little about her. She was my favorite of the Teen Titans when I watched that show. Yeah. Also, didn't mention Tara Strong. Mentioned it in the when I saw who was going to be fighting the last video. But I don't know. Doesn't make any difference. She just happened to have voiced both characters. If you didn't already know, which I'm sure everybody who watched the Death Battle probably already does. So, yeah. I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And I'm going to end this one here. Until next time. Take care. Bye.